I am going to be sharing my honest thoughts and opinions on the Zoya winter/holiday collection for 2025 called Lavish. This collection is 6 previously released Zoya Color of the Month polishes that were so popular that apparently people were begging Zoya to bring them back. So I actually already had all these polishes in I keep all the Color of the Month polishes in a box underneath my nail cabinet. So I just went ahead and grabbed these 6 polishes for this video. So the first polish is called Yuki. I think that's how you pronounce that. I could be wrong though. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, then I apologize. This is a white holographic polish that I would say is opaque in about 2 to 3 coats, but I would actually recommend layering this over a solid white polish because you'll get the effect of freshly fallen snow that has like no footprints or no puppy paw marks in it, and it is really, really pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. I personally am not a fan of holographic polishes. I just find them a little bit too difficult to work with, but a little tip that I want to pass on for anyone who has a hard time working with them: make sure to have some nail polish thinner on hand because it really does make a huge difference as it can get thick over time. So the second one is called Love. This one is pretty much identical to the Zoya Pixie Dust polish, which is called Oswin. I love that polish and I wear that one quite often. This time of year is actually my favorite time to wear reds like this because they make beautiful solid manicures obviously, but they also make really pretty backgrounds to like a holiday peppermint swirl look, which I absolutely love for this time of year. This is perfect in 2 coats. This reminds me of Dorothy's Red Ruby shoes crushed up into a bottle. It is absolutely beautiful. And I can see why this color was very, very popular. Alright, so the next polish is going to be Zoya Ren. This one is absolutely stunning. This was actually one of my all-time favorite of the Zoya Color of the Month colors. This is just like a really pretty bold, like I want to say slightly pink purple in 2 coats. This one I actually thought reminded me kind of like a Halloween type purple, but I loved it so much. I wore this one quite often and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And here's what the swatch stick of it looks like. Also, I am not going to be doing like individual swatches of each of these polishes like I normally do for a collection video like this because I actually already did. I actually have a playlist on my channel which is the Zoya Color of the Months. So all these polishes are in that playlist already. So the next one is called Lilith. This one was actually released in Halloween of last year or October of last year. This one is an absolutely gorgeous black polish that has some like rose gold like flakies in it, I want to say. This is beautiful. This is a polish that gives you like a spooky vibe, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. This I also think would be really, really good for like a New Year's manicure if you wanted to go really bold but also have a touch of gold in it. It is gorgeous in 2 coats. Absolutely gorgeous. This also would be really pretty matte if you prefer a matte finish. Next up is Serene, and this is a blue holographic polish. This I would say is good in about 2 coats. It really just depends on how thick you layer a polish, but with holographics I would recommend doing thinner coats because I feel like holographics just don't like to dry properly, but this one is really, really pretty. Again, I would definitely recommend with holographics having a bottle of nail polish thinner on hand because again it's going to make working with this type of formula a lot easier. This is just winter in a bottle. And this also is absolutely gorgeous with some stamped snowflakes on top. Alright, so last up in this collection is Vienna. This was December's Color of the Month from last year. This is just the holidays in a bottle. It is a beautiful Christmas holiday gold. This I would recommend layering over like a light gold base and having this as like the sparkle. This is a holographic, so again I would recommend doing 2 thinner coats and letting them dry thoroughly in between, and I'd also recommend having some nail polish thinner on hand for just in case. So now I'm going to go ahead and talk about my honest thoughts on this. I think that Zoya was pretty smart to release these polishes again because these Color of the Month colors are very, very popular. Now for if I would recommend this collection or not, and the answer is yes and no. I would say yes if you loved the polishes and want to get a spare bottle. This is a great opportunity to do so. Or if you wanted to purchase these colors when they released and they sold out and you didn't get a chance, I would also use this as an opportunity to do so. But if you're like me and you just have them sitting in your collection and you're content with the one bottle of each of the colors, I would say I would pass it up, but that's just my personal opinion.